Thank you to Medicines Online for allowing me this opportunity to share my story. It was a regular Tuesday when I got a call that changed everything. It was my doctor's office. They were calling to tell me the news I was already dreading. My test was positive. I had HSV-2. The word hung in the air, heavy and scary. It felt like time stopped, like the world was suddenly spinning in the wrong direction. How could this be happening? My hand was shaking as I hung up the phone. I kept replaying the moment I took the test a few days ago. I used that little strip of paper, hoping and praying it would be okay. Deep down, I think I already knew. But hearing the doctor say it out loud made my stomach twist and my head spin. I sat down on my bed, feeling the weight of this diagnosis crushing me. My mind was racing. How did this happen? When? I didn't have the answers. Fear, sharp and icy, wrapped around my heart. This wasn't how my life was supposed to be. I was supposed to be dating, having fun, finding love. Now everything felt different, uncertain. The future I pictured for myself seemed to disappear right in front of my eyes. Tears welled up, blurring everything. I felt completely alone, lost in a sea of fear and confusion. One thought kept echoing in my mind. My life will never be the same. The days after the call were a blur. I was drowning in shame. I felt dirty, broken, like I didn't deserve love. There's so much stigma around STDs, especially herpes. It felt impossible to breathe. I imagined people whispering about me, judging me. The fear of rejection was crippling. I started avoiding my friends, making up excuses not to go out. The thought of anyone finding out my secret terrified me. I was trapped in my own fear. My shame was like bars holding me prisoner. Dating felt impossible. Who could love me now? Sleep offered no escape. Nightmares haunted me, filled with people rejecting me and leaving me behind. Every morning I woke up exhausted, carrying the weight of my secret. I was lost in a sea of despair, unsure how to find my way back. Life went on around me, but I felt stuck. I pretended everything was fine, putting on a brave face for the world. But inside, I was falling apart. I desperately needed someone to talk to, someone who would understand. One night, my sister called. We hadn't spoken in a while. I'd been avoiding her calls because I was scared she'd see through my mask. But that night, something changed inside me. As she talked about her day, I felt a tear roll down my cheek, and then I couldn't hold it back anymore. I broke down, pouring my heart out to her. My voice trembled as I told her everything, the diagnosis, the fear, the shame. To my surprise, she didn't judge me. She listened with kindness and understanding, her voice a soothing comfort to my wounded heart. "You're not alone," she said softly, her words like a warm hug. "This doesn't define you. You're still the same amazing woman I know and love." Her words, filled with love and acceptance, were the lifeline I desperately needed. For the first time since my diagnosis, I felt a flicker of hope. My sister's support was a light in the darkness, reminding me that I wasn't broken, that I was still worthy of love. I realized that true strength came from being vulnerable, from letting myself be seen and loved, even in my darkest moments. My sister's unwavering support gave me the courage to start rebuilding my life. I began researching HSV-2, learning everything I could about the virus and how to manage it. I discovered that it was incredibly common, affecting millions of people around the world. I wasn't alone. I started seeing a therapist who helped me process my emotions and challenge the negative thoughts swirling in my mind. Slowly but surely, I began to reclaim my life. I realized that HSV-2 was just one small part of me. It didn't define who I was. Dating still felt scary, but I knew I deserved love and happiness. I found my courage and started dating again, armed with knowledge and self-acceptance. I learned how to talk about my status honestly and openly. To my surprise, many people were understanding and accepting, and then I met someone special. He saw beyond my diagnosis and loved me for who I was. His acceptance, without judgment or hesitation, showed me the power of true love and understanding.
I'd found my happily ever after, proving that HSV-2 didn't have to define my life. To subscribe to more stories on this channel, please click on the subscribe link. It's free. We love to share stories because we see that around the world, we often have common health concerns. If you subscribe today, you'll receive a personalized coupon voucher for 20% off any laboratory product or appointment for the lifetime of your subscription. And don't forget to show your appreciation by hitting the like button. It keeps us motivated to create more shared stories for everyone.